back to this week's episode of Whatever Happened to Fun. I'm Bella.
I'm Michael.
I'm Devin.
Whatever Happened to Fun is for the girl whose name is Kitty, and she makes her money being pretty and witty.
Yes.
Except for I make my money by being a corporate slave. So where does that put me?
By being pretty and witty.
And when you also think about it, Kitty is the notorious party girl of the week.
Sure, yeah.
It's like, I am pretty and witty. This has been weighing on me. It's like, that's really well put. It's like, that's what I want to do. I want to make my money being pretty and witty. Like, that's it right there.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that could be a showgirl. That could be other things too.
What else are you expecting from us? Yeah.
Right.
It's just like,
it could be many things.
I'm not there yet though.
Yeah.
So that's like the general goal though, I would say.
I agree. Absolutely. I really hope they do a music video for that so we can see like what
I want that so
Kitty
bad.
to
I
look
actually have
so
already
bad.
directed the whole thing in my
Insane.
head, so she should hire me.
Okay,
I literally
perfect.
I can make like a storyboard right
That's
now.
you
of that.
making your money by being pretty and witty.
Yeah, I can do it.
Exactly.
And it literally, the music video stars Taylor and Sabrina, obviously. But
Oh yes.
Taylor is Kitty and Sabrina is the girl singing. I think that's goes without saying, right?
I like that.
Like, yes. But then also she really confused me
Do
when
you
she
wanna
was
know-
describing it when we saw the movie.
That's true.
Wait,
She
did
was like, when she was describing it, she was just like, it's about this girl, Kitty, but then she goes on to speak, but like, she's not Kitty and neither is Sabrina, and I was just like, well then who am
No,
I and who
because-
are you?
Well, yeah, because it's like the whole thing is that it switches point of view at the end of like I was the girl Kitty was talking
Right,
to.
yeah.
And now
Kitty
I'm
is
the
Kitty.
showgirl.
Right. Well, I just want
do
to
you want
see
to know
who
my
that would be.
storyline for the music video?
Yeah.
It happens because I was doing something for work that involves Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, you know how people are in Chicago till they're like 60 years old,
Right.
basically?
Yes.
So basically, the tea is Taylor is starring in Chicago, and then Sabrina goes to the stage door because she just saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she meets Taylor, Taylor does, the song. And then Sabrina takes that and works to it. And then, like, Sabrina gets cast in Chicago as one of them.
Yeah.
But since people stay in Chicago for so long, like, Taylor is still in it.
Yeah.
And, like, she gets kind of bitter
Right.
because it's, like, the new girl coming
The new girl
in.
comes.
And then when there's, like, headshots on the walls, I was thinking of that restaurant, Sardi's, because I was also there today. Because they have all, like, the paintings and caricatures of
been in
people on
there.
the wall. It's fun. And so, like,
think.
then, like, Sabrina gets her caricature on the wall, and Taylor realizes hers is, like, shoved in the back somewhere, or on the fourth floor where I always film things.
Yeah.
And then they basically realize that they need to maximize their joint
joint
slay.
Their joints.
Wait, this is reminding me of like a plot line of something else, and I can't think of it. Like an episode of a TV show or something.
It's also kind of the plotline of Chicago.
Well, I was going to say that. It's...
No, I'm talking about like something else.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But like, yeah, it is the plotline of Chicago. That's the. I like
That's
that.
it. Yeah, that's my okay. Like, but now it's on tape and like it's out there. So
Creative
if
director.
Taylor does steal it.
We're going to know.
I have your tea.
Well, yeah.
Does anyone have a concept?
The concept of it being literally a beautiful summer weekend in October.
yeah.
Literally.
I know,
Like-
and it was just when I was ready for the fall
I'm
vibes
so
too.
ready.
Not even complaining about it, but I was just like, because I just went on a run and like did that thing where I came back, wanted to hop in the shower quick and then like continue working. Like I just did a quick
Yeah.
thing, and it's like, I was like, I hate getting in the shower all sweaty and then getting out of the shower still sweaty because
Yeah,
you're kind of
because
like
it's so
quick.
hot.
And it's like, that's not something, and my air conditioning's not working because it's like 3 p.m. The sun is beaming into my, and it's like 78 degrees. It's like, that's not something I should be dealing with in October
No.
necessarily.
No,
And it's like,
I'm sweating right now.
the last one
fire.
to complain about the warm weather because it is beautiful. It is
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. I spent all day yesterday outside. But even for a beautiful Sunday in October, it's like, I love it to be warm, but even this for me is like, I would take 10 degrees cooler.
Well,
I
100%.
think
It's
I
like I
also
still wanna enjoy
feel
chill.
a little bit robbed because the weather like wasn't always great this summer. Like
Yeah.
I would have loved this past weekend to happen in August when it was
Yes.
raining every single weekend.
Yeah.
So like it kind of just sucks. Like I would have gone to the beach this weekend if I
And
could
like,
have.
are we gonna get a drastic change now from like
Probably.
this to like 50s?
Yeah.
Instead of like a nice transition.
And yeah, exactly. Like this should be when I'm
gonna be rough.
transitioning. It's gonna really piss me
gonna suck.
off.
Yeah. It's like crazy that I'm dreading the winter as I always am, but like I'm dreading the winter while it's 80 degrees in
Yeah.
October. So I'm like, how quickly do I have?
I know.
How much time do we have here?
Right?
Not much. Not much.
That's what's heavy on the mind today.
My concept is the concept of AI and ChatGPT making everyone an absolute idiots.
Yeah, everyone's an idiot now.
It really is shocking. And like,
It's upsetting.
It is upsetting. I am talking to someone who I wouldn't consider a friend, but I have to talk to her a lot. And she was like, oh, I bought this cinnamon broom from Trader Joe's, but I didn't know what it was or what it does or where I should put it. So I asked ChatGPT. Or like, I'm trying to figure out how to take this next step in my career. I didn't know what to do, so I asked ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It's like, I get if you're using ChatGPT for like a random thing that like I kind of use it for work sometimes if I literally just need like words
thing.
somewhere
Yeah.
and like that don't need any thought or any type of
Essentially,
like
that's what I use it
art
for,
behind
too.
them.
Yeah.
Like I use it for like busy work where I can like take a quick shortcut. I don't use it to give me advice about my life. I don't let it guide my life.
I know.
I don't even have an account because I don't want to like even like give into it in that sense. And like it is crazy how some people are so reliant on it now that it has literally become their Google. They have no other research skills or critical thinking skills that can help them figure anything out for themselves. Their like immediate responses go to ChatGPT. And I saw some like that thing in the subway that's like friend.com that is like
At
you
least
can
that got
have
a lot of
friend.
hate.
It did, yeah.
People are, it's really scary. And then you hear the stories, and I don't know how much this is like rage bait or not, but like I genuinely saw a TikTok of a barista at her job who like a customer came up and was like, I asked ChatGPT and like they told me I should get this, and then she asked a question like
tell them to leave.
about like
Yeah.
the customization of that drink, and then the customer was so dumbfounded that they weren't ready for like a follow-up question that they had to ask ChatGPT the
God.
follow-up question about the drink while they're in front of like a real human being,
That's insane.
and whether or not that is necessarily that anecdote is 100% true. It's just like so scary to me that this is like
It shocks me every time when someone tells me, "Oh, I asked ChatGPT," and this is
Me
what it
too,
told me.
because it's like, what did you do before it then? Like, I'm confused.
Ew, I hate it.
Not
so
Like,
work.
how is that? Like, it's so new. Also, how is it already so programmed in your brain that that's what you
what the
first
scary
do?
part is, like, the
because
quick-
Google has been here for so long, and yes, it's
Yeah.
like gonna take you maybe 5 seconds longer to figure it out on Google, and you might have to actually read something. But like, I just don't understand how people's brains have shifted
so quickly.
Like,
Yeah.
I literally, like, work for an AI company, and, like, that wouldn't even be the first thought in my head ever. Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
how the average person has
Like
moved
your
so
company
quickly.
isn't an AI company in the sense that it's like necessarily like replacing anything. Like they've kind of always used it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's-
Yeah, no, I mean,
But
it's, yeah.
or I have an issue with like when we saw Oh Mary and we looked at the back of our playbills and there's that Skechers ad
That
of
is AI.
a fake AI model that is supposed to look like Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift,
And
yeah.
it's like
Ew. And
Skechers
that-
is using it
so-
and there's posters for it on the subway.
Those are actually, now I also think it's with this like crazy use case of it, everyone using it is like, there is going to eventually like need to be laws put in place to prohibit people from like doing certain things that are like
Right.
absolutely insane. Like something along those lines is like, to me, that's already like, that has to be bordering on illegal.
Yeah, that has to be some sort
And
of
like
fraudulent
when the video
something.
of Jake
Yeah.
Paul you showed me this morning,
He
which
should sue
we
whoever
were
made
like
that.
laughing about it because it's ridiculous, and you can tell
Yeah.
if you would like, because I was just so. But I saw them, and I was like, the fact that this is real, and it looks just like him, and it's not the videos he. I mean, it's like, I don't want to defend Jake Paul,
No.
but like, I am like, it genuinely. There are videos that look like he filmed the videos that is fully AI.
Yeah.
And that really, it's getting to this point where it's like, we need laws put in place quickly, because you should not be able to do that with people.
Did you guys see that new actress named Tilly Norwood
Yeah.
that there's like a bid out
Oh,
to
yeah, I
like
did
add her
see
to your
that.
agency, and she has like a publicist who's
Yep.
a real person, and it's just like, I also think you're an idiot if you're entertained by AI in the place of like, I like a good like ASMR AI, or like something where I clearly know it's AI and something that I know could not be made if it is not AI.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever sit through an AI movie starring an AI actress.
God,
Why would
no.
you want to do that?
Why
Because
would
people
you?
are so
And it's so
dumbed
and
down.
like it's like one that's just,
I can think of one person, and it's the one who asked ChatGPT about a cinnamon broom.
and it's also just like disheartening, because it's like that, like in many use cases, it's like, okay, you asked ChatGPT to be your therapist because like you're fucking weird, but now it's like, it's also just like the wider consequences of like replacing art and like replacing
Yeah.
artistry, and it's just
Yeah.
like such a fucking bummer.
Which
No,
is-
it's so confusing to me,
yeah.
genuinely. Because I get, like, say you're doing that Skechers campaign and you're like, you have this idea and you ask ChatGPT to do it to get like your concept to visualize it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you should be using it for, not to make it. Like, I just like don't understand how like.
I don't think anyone should use it at all in their work, honestly, unless it's like to write something. Like, I really don't think so. Also, and that leads me to, unfortunately, I was pretty appalled and like annoyed that Google used AI to make those Taylor Swift door videos. Like, I don't think I realized what was happening in the moment, and then I saw some of them, and I was like, I'm pretty disgusted by this. It is the one negative. It's not like ruining the album, also because I don't think Taylor had anything to do with it, and like. She's a billionaire. She can hire an animator, but also Google's a billionaire and they can hire an animator company.
Yeah.
I still don't know if Taylor even had anything to do with those videos because nothing happened.
Nothing happened. That's another conversation because I'm so like, I need to unpack that, but I agree.
It's just like, this is a Taylor Swift album cycle. You have enough money to put into this campaign to hire animators. It's just unacceptable.
And you always have.
Or like, just like the
Taylor
CGI is different. It's like, you could have still done something.
Yes,
like,
use CGI.
It just like was so annoying that the fucking weekend started with like the discourse about the album and then the weekend ended with this discourse about the AI videos. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm just looking for anything. I'm looking for anything to be okay.
It started that hashtag,
Swifties against AI.
It really sucks.
No, and suddenly that was popping up. I'm like, again, I literally am the #1 hater of AI, so I'm all for it. But just the fact that like after this whirlwind of like
have to do
the news cycle of the album itself, and then I'm like, holy shit.
The fact
Can we
that
have one thing?
Didn't post anything about that is kind of reassuring. That I'm sure she seems like the type of girl who's like definitely pretty against AI and like.
Well, yeah, I mean, when it was used against her, she made
crazy shit about her. So like, I don't think she'd be into it. So I'm blaming Google and YouTube. But like, I thought that was absolutely crazy. But I don't know. It was just like horrible.
Yeah, that also just leads me to say that like, I can't believe that there would ever be a piece of content or whatever attached to her that like A, wasn't made by her team, B, was not approved by
at
her.
Least like run through like
like that's still attached to her regardless if it came from her or not.
I am so incredibly confused because nothing happened.
That's the thing. That's why I think like, did her team even have anything to do with it?
It wasn't even like when all the words were all said and done. Like there was something.
And then there was like the countdown in the middle, like of those videos being dropped. That like we had half the videos, they paused because like the doors needed
the CD.
Like the U.S. the sun needed to go down, so like the doors could be projected in the U.S. And then there was a 1 hour countdown to the vinyl variants that weren't anything having to do with the doors. No. So what was all that AI for?
I think it was nothing. I think it was literally just Google putting money into something to like be a part of it.
And it's like, if she was going to announce something involving that, then it would have been announced.
Right. Or at least someone would have said like, what did it ended up saying? Like the king of my
crowd is you must
the crowd is your king.
You must remember everything, but remember this, the crowd is your king.
People think that the doc is going to be called The Crowd Is Your
King.
Then
why agree. Right. Then why didn't she announce the documentary?
I don't know.
Like that's why I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's an Eras Tour documentary.
Yeah.
Why didn't that get dropped? And also, why were we on standby on Saturday?
Right.
For her to drop 4 more CD variants?
I think it's for the CDs, yeah.
She keeps dropping shit. Why would we have to? We're not on standby for anything else.
I know.
It really was
I really don't know.
Annoying, but I don't blame her. And I don't blame the album because I love the album.
Yeah.
Right.
Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
It's like, it's like the concept of this episode starting with you actually directing the Life of a Showgirl musical in your head, because that's how far ahead we are with this album.
Yeah, no.
We didn't even start with how we feel about it.
Well,
no, we are eons ahead of the general public.
I have a whole storyline for her.
No, we have written it all out.
You want to start, Paula?
Well, we streamed
together.
As God intended.
Right, God is always intended to be that way.
Well, like, what was going through your guys' mind when it was like happening? Because like we heard zero music, like not a stitch of a note. And so I think that like it was kind of just like we were all like, we listened to it twice together, and like the first time was just like taking it in, and then the second time was like,
that's the thing, is because like even though we have all the right setups going on, it's like I'm always gonna be just so overwhelmed the first listen through that I'm like,
which is why I never fully got into the anthology, because I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And then I just kind of like, it was over by the time I like could.
That's so crazy. I love the anthology.
I know.
But I understand what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, I think that...
Or like the 3 a.m. tracks on Midnights. None of us got into those.
Yeah. What even are they? Anyways, we're getting off track.
There's like 2 of them that are like really good.
I think
Dear
like,
Rita, right?
Yeah.
I've listened to that song maybe a total of 1 time.
I don't think I've ever listened to it, I'm not gonna lie. I think like also just with this album, like inherently there's so much new stuff going on, like no Jack Antonoff, so immediately you're just hearing real instruments, which is like also mind blowing. So I just think like aside from like a new sound, a new beat from like taking, you know, where we haven't been for a while now.
Yeah.
It just so much, and then it's like, oh my god, this is also amazing music. Like it's so much to take in. But obviously we loved it immediately. It's not like it was it was a grower. It was immediately.
Well, it's just because like,
it was a tree immediately, if you will.
It's fun, and like this, and unfortunately we can't have a conversation about like just the album and just the music, which I like obviously we're going to without eventually just
getting into
speaking about the whole like all of the public's opinion on it, which is just like sucks that this happens every time that like the discourse completely taints like just experiencing the album. Like that's why the first few lessons are so sacred. It's like nothing is happening on Twitter yet.
Me right now.
We're just listening, which is why I think it's so important to like talk about that, like our true feelings. But it's just like for us on this couch, it is just like we aren't necessarily haters of fun pop music, so like we're not going to give you the critical analysis that you want, because
I think you also said something that has been kind of my response to everyone, because okay, what is so annoying, and if you're listening to this, you already probably did it if you would have, but like whatever, do not text me what do you think of the album.
Don't text me that.
And then for me to say I love it, and then for you to just come back and tell me how much you hate it. I don't really care how much you hate it. Like I'm like around to talk about things I like, and I talk about things I hate when I'm sitting in front of this mic right now. But if a Taylor Swift album just came out, I'm not gonna
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. And also I think what you said the most, Devin, was like, who am I to be critical of Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
I'm just like, she's reached a point in my life where I'm like, no, anything she does is just going to be great.
Yeah, and I think that's true.
And I'm going to be grateful, and I'm going to be excited about it.
And I think that that's true of any artist that you love. Like, I remember we saw it with, like, Cowboy Carter. Like, people didn't like that. And it's like well,
I just fucking love that.
I love Beyonce, so I'm going to like, do as much as I can to, like, understand her vision and understand where she's coming from to love it. Same thing with Taylor Swift. Same thing with anyone, you know, that you love.
Is the Life of a Showgirl her art pop? Yes.
It is really, it is like, it is that, and it is because, like, one, I think the music is fun and I like it, but also I do love Taylor Swift, and and we all saw the movie Friday evening, and, like, that also did just, like...
It really solidified.
It was so fun.
I think regardless of how stupid you think her lyrics are, I think she's still a fucking genius, and I love watching her create. And, like, for me, watching the movie is just, like, and even just the small snippets about what each song is about, even though it's, like, pretty obvious what each song is about, because it is a pretty straightforward album.
It's straightforward, and it's also her straightest album
for
ever.
sure.
And it's, like, good
the
for you,
Gaylors
girl.
are hiding.
They're just gone. And that's one group we haven't heard discourse from. That's one group.
Yeah, they haven't been around.
But it's just nice watching her work, and, like, just it solidifies her as, like, she is an amazing lyricist and an amazing artist, but she's also like a director and a true like visionary, so good at her craft.
A visionary is the word. Yeah, like she's not just there singing and putting on the show. Like she's creating the whole world around it, which I think is nice to see, because some people are just going to be given music that has already been written for them and perform it beautifully, and that's fine. But like she truly is like the mastermind behind everything.
I also do truly believe, like, I think we do it with other artists to a smaller extent, but Taylor Swift, and I'm not like the first person to say this, but Taylor Swift gets a different set of rules than everybody else, and we have continuously asked her to prove herself with every new work that comes out, even though she has proved herself
from the
12 times over.
Oh yeah.
Like she truly has, and I just think it's unfair that people will find anything to talk shit about.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because imagine if, like, I'm trying to think of, like, kind of a B-list pop star right now. Like, imagine if we love her a lot. I'm obsessed with her. But imagine if Sabrina Carpenter released this album everyone would
Right.
say, wow, you are growing as an artist.
Yes.
This is amazing. Like, this is just, I'll agree with everyone that this is not Taylor Swift's like
Yeah.
magnum opus,
we
like
can all
which we
say that
kind of
still
were
and enjoy.
maybe teasing a little bit, but it's fine. Like, I'm not mad that it's not.
Yeah.
But like, this would be like the best work of art for like someone who
Someone
hasn't
else.
already released like a pretty flawless discography.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
No,
You know
it's
what I
true.
mean?
Yeah,
I
100%.
was talking to a friend of mine who notoriously like isn't a Taylor Swift fan, but she just texted me and was
ooh,
like,
say her name.
Caitlin, she's not a Taylor
Oh.
Swift fan, but she texted me and she was like, I actually kind of like Fate of Ophelia, and I was like, yeah, it's a good pop
A
song.
non-Swiftie also texted me.
But she
I'll say
was
her
just
name,
like,
Sabrina.
which one, your roommate? Or
We're
her?
naming
Oh,
non-Swifties.
is it Ambronio?
Yeah.
'Cause I have a bone to pick with her, but
Oh,
we
what?
can get
Okay,
to it
we'll talk
later.
about it later.
A kind bone. But no, Caitlin was just like, the Fate of Ophelia is actually growing on me. You were right. It's a great pop song. And secondly, I'm just so confused about the hate because I didn't listen to the song and say, oh, this is a bad song. I listened to it and say, oh, this is a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
So why is she was like,
I'm
from
s-
people
yeah.
who even like her, I feel like I'm seeing hate. Why is anyone hating on it?
That
Because
is a Taylor Swift
I
song.
listened to
That's a
it and she's
quintessential Taylor Swift-
exactly.
Taylor
And she
Swift
says,
song.
okay, I don't like that. I don't like Taylor Swift. That's it. But why are you hating on it? Like, that's what she was
Yeah.
confused
Yeah,
about. And I was
I
like,
don't-
good point.
I'm surprised by the amount of Swifties who like really don't like this album, just because it's like, damn, I kind of thought you all would just like eat up whatever slop she gave you, and it's kind
Yeah.
of like, why is everyone turning on her right now? Because I actually
don't
think
know.
that this is
Because
not.
they hate to see a woman
so
happy.
inoffensive.
Yeah, it's really it's inoffensive.
It's just an inoffensive body of work
Yeah.
that for people to be
Yes.
up in arms about. And to your point before, it's like, and this is like genuinely one of the like a thesis of this podcast, right? Is like people on the internet, instead of just being able to say, I don't like this or this isn't for me, they need to dissect reasons
Make a
as to
think
why
piece
Taylor
on it.
Swift got worse.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not me that I don't like this. It's
Yeah.
she wrote this poorly.
Yeah.
She's not good anymore. This is nothing like
Yeah.
insert name of previous album.
Right.
And this is why. And also now she's super Republican.
Yeah.
And this is actually a dog whistle for being a trad wife. I'm the first person to say that, yes, we're moving the trad wife like pipeline scarily over here. Taylor Swift is not doing that
No.
on this album.
No.
People
Yeah.
are going to dissect anything like lyrically, trying to make like these crazy political statements or
Yeah.
whatever, instead of just being able to say, this isn't for me, I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then you got like the folklore rights activists just being like, her lyrics aren't good anymore, and it's like, she's always given you two sides of this coin. This is the beauty of
This
Taylor
is the beauty
Swift.
of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And it's just
And
like,
it's like none of you were around during Lover, and I
Right.
was.
Yeah.
And this album is on the same
but
playing
here's
as
the
Lover.
thing is like, people are around and then people forget.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Reputation is now regarded as one of her best bodies of work. And
Everyone
the
hated
fact
it.
that people said that album is bad, like, what did you say? Also, fuck Pitchfork. But like,
Yeah.
this is her second lowest rating from Reputation, which
Yeah.
says a lot, because it's like, well, that album is now
And now
incredible.
it's like everyone
It's like,
tried to act so excited for Reputation Taylor's version. Meanwhile, you guys were probably the ones who
Yeah.
like
Hated
were
Look What You
kind
Made
of
Me
like
Do.
leaving her around then. I was there.
and even people
I remember
who,
when I received the leak link in the Pace University Library Lounge.
even
And I
people
listened to
who are like arguing that it's not 1989 is like, even 1989 album of the year, like now regarded as one of the best, like most flawless pop
Yeah.
albums ever. There was still discourse about that album when it came out.
Right.
It's like, you guys all have short-term memory loss.
Yeah.
And this happens every single fucking time.
It's actually insane. And like, what other artist is like over and over and over and over again compared to other versions of themselves in this way? It's like,
Right.
Well, all the other artists are
exhausting.
just
So exhausting.
like, she only has
But,
to
like-
compete with herself. Like
Right.
all the other
That's what I
artists,
guess
like
that's what it is.
have like
No, but
like
that's
all the
it,
others
right.
have to like, be compared to everyone else. So she only just gets compared to herself.
Self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's better for her, but it's just like, holy shit, like, are you people not exhausted? And also, like, I don't know,
And just
what
want
about
this-
what about Taylor Swift's albums make you think that it deserves a think piece from you?
Yes.
Like,
well, that is.
it's
I
just
have
so
seen-
confusing to me.
I have seen so many people on the internet be like, whatever happened, just having a good time. I've actually seen this podcast
Yes.
is called Whatever Happened to
Yeah,
Fun. I have seen
that's-
so many people say, whatever happened to fun, whatever happened to just vibing to music and having a good time. And I feel like it feels pretty validating that we are called Whatever Happened to Fun, and everyone is saying, whatever happened to fun, just enjoy the Taylor Swift album. Just enjoy what
This
she has
is-
given us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would
Yes.
be so off-brand for us to do anything but sit here and talk about our
Huh?
opinions right now on this, because, again, as I said, this is essentially why we made this
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah.
Literally.
Because people on the internet are so exhausting. And then it's fortunate, it's my own fault too for scrolling,
Yeah,
but that
I felt her words out on
yeah,
my TikTok.
like that my consumption of this album has been tainted by like this never-ending online Twitter, TikTok discourse about what people think. And some people are, of course, in our like mind.
Yeah.
Some people are defending it, going back and forth. No matter what it is, this is obviously true of like other things that aren't Taylor Swift, but this is just like such a hard-hitting example of it. I get so drained and exhausted from this.
Yeah.
And that's my own fault for like being so a part of it. But it's just like, I wish it also wasn't happening, but I think the solution is truly like, I need to take myself out of it sometimes, because it's just like so exhausting.
It's so exhausting.
And then we're just like, we're plain and simple to the point. Of course we can have opinions on the album, etc., and the sound and the lyrics, but it's still just like, our borderline is always going to be whatever happened to Fun.
I feel like remember when Barbie came out and like we were like, I'm so happy I'm the only person who likes Barbie a normal amount.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the issue with this a little bit too. It's like so many Taylor Swift fans still are like conditioned just to be like, Fate of Ophelia was the best music video I've ever seen, or like this is like they just like their automatic thing. When Olivia Rodrigo was coming out, they would always go, this is just like what Taylor did this, just like when Taylor did this. Like their kind of just only source of reference is Taylor Swift. And this is gonna sound really annoying, I'm just proud of us for having like other forms of reference where we can just like kind of like this album a normal amount. And it's like we are annoyed by people hating it, but also it's like, well, we also just like have realistic views of things, and so like that's kind of why we're justified in liking this album. It's because like we know what we like, and like it's we like this album, but it's like Swifties either like really disappointed because like they are just conditioned to expect that everything from her is the best thing ever, or they're mad because they think everything from her is the best thing ever, and then they're mad at people for not agreeing with them.
Right. I think also it's like
we should get into the actual album.
So. It's like I will defend Taylor Swift
be a nice,
toes down always. But also, like, I'm not liking this album because I'm defending Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I like the album.
Because I also
we
like
just
it.
like
I just
it.
like
We
it.
enjoy
It's like,
it.
yeah,
And I
also
also like
a little bit of both.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah. No,
because
course,
I am
will
like,
come to her defense.
I will come to her defense.
Well, it's just like we like her, so
but
we're gonna like
course I'm
something
gonna
she
like the
puts
album.
Like,
out.
there's songs I don't like on it, and I will say the ones I don't like on it.
Alright, which
like,
ones?
I don't like Eldest Daughter. I don't relate to it.
Okay.
Ooh, I love that song so much.
I like it. I
But that's
don't like
great,
Canceled.
I don't like cancel. I like the concept of it, but I don't.
It's
like,
my skip. It's my skip.
I skip Eldest Daughter, and like I'll skip Canceled probably through the middle of it. Honestly, Wishlist sometimes I'm like, and then it gets into it, and then I'm like,
Wishlist I think I'm growing into.
I'm actually like, so I do a thing with albums. It's a newer thing that right when albums come out, and I think I immediately kind of have a skip. I will force myself to listen to that song, no skips whenever I listen to the album, because in that case, like, I think I prevent myself from having my own skips, because it's like, to your point, I like the album right away. I think it's some of her catchiest melodies overall. Like, she just like is a never-ending catchy melody machine. But if there is anything I'm slightly like, oh, I'm not sure about this, like I said last week about worried about, like, I was worried that Canceled was gonna be vigilante shit. Well, my mind immediately goes, well, yes, it is. Yeah. And vigilante shit didn't grow well for me, so I'm immediately like, okay, well, Canceled's my skip. But I was thinking today, it's like, I'm not gonna skip Canceled anytime soon, because then I'm going to create an aversion to it. Right now I'm going to force myself to listen to Canceled. It's not even a force. It's just like, listen to it. Yeah. And then I'm going to decide, give it a few weeks time, if it's an actual skip or not. Yeah. Because I honestly think I just tend to grow aversions to things that aren't skips. Yeah. I did that with Florida, which is why I can hate on Florida, because I listened to that song so many fucking times. I gave it my old college try, and that's a skip now for me, but I feel confident in saying it's a skip.
You did it. Yeah.
I did that for a year and a half.
Okay. So we kind of did our skips. What's everyone's top 3 on this album?
It's so like people also, side note, like who had takes and ranks like right away is crazy, because it's like I had to listen to this album 10 times and I still don't even feel, like I'm gonna rank them, and I feel a little bit better.
What song did we all claim last week?
I claimed Canceled. Which, honestly, like, I'm not really going to waver on, because I don't think it's a bad song, and I'm not mad I claimed it. It's just not my favorite song.
Okay.
I
think we both did Actually Romantic.
We claimed Actually Romantic. It's like, well, that's a different discussion in itself.
Woof.
So
I don't know if we have time for that today.
I, like, literally, all I'll say is, like, I mean, I don't regret claiming it at all. I think it's a great, catchy song. Yeah. I think when I claimed it last week, I had already heard that it was perhaps a Charlie diss track, and I was so in denial about that, that wasn't even a thought in my head. That was true.
Yeah.
It was quite the best thing I can compare it to is realizing most of TTPD was about Maddie Healy.
Yeah.
Was realizing that Actually Romantic is probably about Charlie XCX.
Right.
I mean, it is.
Listen, I love Charlie XCX. I love Brat, and I still think that people trying to like bend over backwards to defend Charlie XCX are ridiculous right now.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
it's
like
just kind of
her
like if
whole
Charlie
thing was
could put
called
all
Brat.
that
Of course,
on
Taylor.
her
Of course, she was
album.
probably a bitch about Taylor Swift
Yeah.
behind her back. Of course, that's true.
Well, yeah, it's
Why
like
would you believe for a
also-
second that wouldn't be true?
It's like if Charlie could put that on her album, Taylor could put it on this. Like, it's not really
Right,
that big
I
a deal.
just-
I also
yeah.
don't think the whole song is about Charlie XCX.
I
I think it's
agree.
about that
I
group.
don't think it is.
And, like, also Gabrielle.
Like everything,
I'm
her
sure Charlie
songs-
knew about it.
Her songs
Yeah.
can be a combination of so many things. Do I think Charlie XCX is maybe influenced part of it, most of it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Do I think part of
she's
it
gonna
could
use
be
it to be catchy? Yeah.
and it's catchy. I also think it could be about Kim Kardashian. I
Right.
think
Yeah.
it could be about how many people exactly
just,
like that
like, talk
has
about
Taylor
Taylor
dealt
for
with
sport.
like
Or
that.
Yeah.
how
Of
many
course.
people talk about her because she's the most famous
This was
person in the
so
world?
it was just like another added discourse that was again so draining. Just it was like the Actually Romantic of it all separately, and then like all these people fucking pretending like it was a response to Sympathy Is a Knife. It's like, don't you people understand that like
They
things
know each
happen
other?
under
Yeah.
the scene, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like whatever happened to like the concept of like the subtext of other
Right.
like it's like why are we? It's another thing.
Yeah.
The internet just takes it. Oh, Sympathy Is a Knife. That
Yeah.
this must be a response to that.
Like that happened.
Guys, think critically for
2
2
years
minutes.
ago.
Think critically for 2 minutes.
Something had to have
the
happened.
lyrics in the song are like, I heard you talk shit about me behind my back.
Yeah.
It wasn't, this is a diss track to Sympathy Is a
I
Knife.
hate
Yeah.
you.
This-
Yeah.
It wasn't like, yeah, I'm glad that you feel insecure,
feel
about,
insecure
me,
about
bitch,
me.
You're doing coke.
So
But-
I still think it's a fun song nonetheless.
Yeah.
So I do not regret claiming I don't think it's in my top
Yeah.
3 though.
Yeah.
All right, so what is our top 3?
Okay, let me think about this.
I'll say mine.
Okay.
It's title track. It actually is Fate of Ophelia. And my third one is kind of up in the air right now. It could be
and they always are.
Opalite. It could be
He's
Father
gonna name 5 other
Figure.
He's gonna name
I literally
17
am about to.
things.
Father Figure. It could be Wood.
Love.
Wood
It
is
could
growing
be
on
Honey.
me every day.
I love Honey.
Honey grew on
Those
me
are my
today.
like ones.
I will say, I will say that I do pretty much think it's a skipless album. Like I do. Like I know I said my thing about Canceled, but then I was listening to it today and I was just like,
It's not a bad song.
also
Neither is Eldest
I
Daughter.
like
It's
I
just,
like
I don't
everything.
relate.
I like everything on this album immediately, but I still do, of course, believe there's room for things to grow and like subside. It's always like where it's gonna net out. So ask me in a few weeks, and this answer
Right.
could be different. But I think a top 3. I'm gonna go Wishlist. Wishlist might be my number 1 easily
Wow.
right now. Eldest Daughter. I've cried to it every single time I listen to it, which is just like, why? It's also so misunderstood.
Eldest Daughter?
I think it's one of her. I think it's a beautiful melody, and I think
Yeah.
it's like really misunderstood as someone who relates to Sexy Baby Line. And Father Figure.
I really like Father Figure.
I think it's an amazing song, and I do think those first 4 tracks, like in terms of like catchy melody ability, skipless ability, those first 4 tracks is an insane run.
Yeah, agreed.
My
Okay.
favorite is definitely title track. Putting it out
Mine's
there.
probably that's in
I
my
don't know.
top 5.
I'm really stressed out right now.
I
Okay,
know.
Fate of Ophelia is definitely my favorite. Like hands down, I think it's pop perfection. I really.
I
do.
agree.
I think it is.
I think-
pop perfection.
I think this is what I was gonna say. I think, as I've said, it is 100% the correct choice for this lead single.
Yes.
She did that correctly. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Taylor. on
I just
picking
think
that.
like every time I listen to it, I'm hearing the harmonies. I'm hearing so many instruments that I've never heard before, and then like her in the
amazing.
back. Like I can't with her. I love it. I think Opalite is my second. I love that very much. And then I don't know. I think maybe Ruin the Friendship. And I love
that one.
I love title track. I do.
Really? It's not in your top?
I think mine. That's in my
I
top.
love that one.
I think that's in my top 5 though.
I think it's in my top
loved it.
5.
It's my favorite one.
I love every
Not
time
because
Ruin
I
the
already
Friendship
directed
comes
the
on.
music
I'm
video.
like, that's how you
I
direct the music video.
can't prove it, but like I know Jack Antonoff was spiritually there for the
Right.
writing and the
Right.
producing
Wow.
of the title track,
Agreed.
and that's why I also love
Spiritually.
it. It's
And then I'm gonna give a honorable mention to Elizabeth Taylor. I'll just say, like, I think that's the most Taylor Swift song I've ever heard in my life.
It's also very
Like,
Reputation.
Very Reputation,
I think
but
it's
like
100%.
like literally just like the drop, I'm like, you are so Taylor Swift, it's not even funny.
You're Taylor Swifting in ways that you've never Taylor Swifted before.
True.
Right.
I also believe that to be true of Fate of Ophelia too. Like,
Agreed.
I think those.
I think it's
like,
more like, for me, it's like, okay, she immediately just says like Elizabeth Taylor, and it's like, okay, so you're Taylor Swifting me right now. Where I think Fatal Ophelia is a little bit more like subtly Taylor Swift. Whereas
Yeah,
that to me
for
is like,
sure.
you're just bang, you're saying Elizabeth Taylor.
I believe that Fate of Ophelia will follow more in the anti-hero footsteps,
Agreed.
where it's going to do amazing things as a lead single,
Yeah.
and also kind of creep up on you.
And can I say something
On
about
the
it?
general public. It's not creeping up on this
us,
couch,
on the general
but
well,
like,
no, proven. My friend Caitlin was like, actually, it's a good song. So it's going to
I can't experience things as like a normal
normal
casual
person.
listener.
No.
So I
Yeah,
don't know what
we're
like
incapable.
I don't know what people like listening to Fate of Ophelia on the radio right now are thinking. But I hope, and that's gonna
Right.
we're not gonna be able to tell that for a while
long
now.
time.
But I hope it has like anti-hero treatment. I do.
Yeah.
I really want
I think
to.
it will. I have something to say about
We
it
didn't
and
get
the
that
music
with
video.
Fortnite, so.
These are words I never thought I would utter in my whole lifetime, even
Okay.
being a Swiftie, coming and being a Swiftie a little bit later. I never thought I would care about Taylor Swift choreography. And I think that choreography, like, not
For
even
which one?
like for Fatal Ophelia, for the music
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Like
Great music video.
not even like
is.
like there's like stuff trending on TikTok right now of like the chorus or whatever, and I think that's great too. But even just when I was watching it, it's honestly that one scene where she's wearing it's like the third scene. She's in like a showgirl cabaret room, and she has like the wig with the bangs on. Not when she's laying down, when she's standing up.
Yeah.
That to me is the most mesmerizing thing I've ever seen in my life, and I never thought I would say that about Taylor Swift ever. Even loving her as much as I do, girls on a date.
That's just like not something that comes with her. Yeah.
God, I think that is the
Fabulous.
best,
Love that.
most mesmerizing, catchy movement I've ever
Love
seen
that.
in my life.
And it matches how catchy the melody is.
Oh my
like,
God, Mandy Moore, I want to kiss you on the
And
lips.
I love her.
My other
And now it's
takeaway
trending.
from my other takeaway from that music video is she actually can look good in any
Anything.
hair color.
Yeah.
It's incredible. That dark brunette was not like I've seen
rope
anything
one,
ever. She looked so good
I'm
in that.
Gagiana by that.
I know, but she
My favorite-
looks
I like
amazing in any hair color.
The TV set when it's like they all have like the life
Oh yeah, it's cute too.
graphs and
Yeah.
like it was like
Yeah.
an old fashioned
I
TV like
liked it.
spectacle.
All in it again. I think that music video is great, and it did make me like the song more. I liked the song immediately from the get, but like again watching it, I'm just like, yes, I am more fond. I'm growing somehow more fond of you.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I don't even know how she does it.
I don't know how
It's
you're
just
doing
genius, and I think it's great, and I think it's really cool watching her make that.
Yeah.
And I love the end when they're all partying in the hotel
It's the
room.
party part is so much fun.
and
And
it's
then
like
when she's in the bathtub, it's like.
I've already
Yeah,
seen
it's like
tweets
very
that are
sad.
just like, I think everyone's like main problem is just like you guys aren't really keeping it 100 with the land and the sea and the
Right,
sky.
100%.
And it's like, yeah, like that's actually it.
Tea.
And then going back and seeing the clips of her on fucking New Heights being like, oh, Jason, you aren't keeping it 100. I'm like, God,
Oh my
that's
God.
crazy.
We
You're
knew
crazy.
things were happening, but we didn't
Yeah.
know what yet.
No, then Travis was like, oh, you're not keeping it 100. Like, it's literally the most insane thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
It's so
But yeah.
fun. Yeah, so
Love it.
the end of the story is like, we were never going to have
Dislike
I
this.
was never
any
gonna
other
dislike
disliking
this,
it. And what we say to you is whatever happened to fun.
Yep.
You know?
All right. Whatever happened to fun. Yeah, seriously.
Whatever happened to games.
If you have to make
Taylor
a think
Swift is
piece,
saying that as well.
Yeah.
If she
Yeah.
had to, she could tweet right now,
she's
whatever
just
happened
having
to fun.
fun.
Exactly.
To you all people.
Okay.
Bella has a game.
I have a game. I don't know how
I
it's
love when
gonna
I get
pan
to play
out.
the game. Okay.
Okay, so you know how we have the acronyms for Life of a Showgirl,
Yes.
TLOAS.
And
Yeah.
I just say Telos now.
Telos.
Telos.
I'm
Oh, I
going
haven't
to
gotten there yet.
read you some others that are in the similar vein. They pretty much all start with T and then follow with L, except for a few. And you have to tell me, like, I'm going to say it once. You have to tell me if that's a real acronym or not.
Like for a
something
Taylor
in
For
Swift
pop-
song?
No,
anything?
just like anything.
Okay,
like for
okay.
something in pop culture. Like some of them you're going to be like, oh, I've heard that before, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So we did Life of a Showgirl. This is really hard because I'm also dyslexic, so it's like I'm having to read letters. TSLOCG.
I think I feel like I've heard of that before. TSL.
Yeah, it's real.
But do I have to like say what it means?
If you think you can, yeah, but if not, we can move on.
I totally like have seen it.
Okay.
TSLOCG. The Sex Lives of College Girls.
Yes, correct.
Wow. Okay.
All right, moving on. This one I don't think you're gonna get. TBOSAS. Don't just sweat it, baby. It's all right.
I don't know.
TBOSAS?
Okay,
I
do
think
you
it's
think
fake.
it's-
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake?
I don't know. I think it could all be real. They could be any combination of words.
What is it?
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh,
never saw it.
That's a good one. I was never gonna get that. Though.
Yeah, no, I knew you weren't, and I gave away that it was also real. So, okay, next. TLOFB.
FBTL, the life of
The life of
Sarah Bareilles.
F?
I think it's fake. Oh, FB, the life of. No, it's fake.
That's fake. I don't know.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
well,
I was.
actually-
I was
point for
also
me.
Actually,
thinking that.
TBH, like I put what I needed to next to some of them to remember what they were. I didn't put anything next to that, so I'm actually not sure.
You're like, well, it could be real.
Okay. TSITP.
The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Good job. TLOMM.
The life of Michael Major. Is it really it? Well, that's real.
Well, that's
I
real.
told you, like, when I was doing this, I was just like, oh, what can I
Stay
do?
tuned for my 2061 memoir, The Life of Michael Major.
All right, we're not done. We're not done.
Okay.
TSOU.
TSOU. Taylor Swift.
TS over.
TLOU.
TLOU.
Slow. I feel like that's real. But I
Tay
don't know what
Liz
it is.
Lou.
That was good.
It's fake.
No, it's The Last of Us.
Oh.
I do know that too.
Okay, next one. TLODB.
TLO.
Life of
The life of. Yeah, is that it? Oh my god. Well, now when you say
This is
TLOBS, I know what that
didn't
is.
put The Life of Bella Sprague. Like, I don't know when I did this.
Yellow DB.
Okay, TLGAD.
The
The last great American Dynasty.
Good job. All right, this is the last one, and it's a tricky one.
Okay.
So I need you guys to buckle down.
I'm locking in.
TLOWEHTF.
Whatever. The life of whatever happened to fun.
You got that way too quick.
What do I win?
A
ticket to Renee Rapp's concert.
You win
Which,
a ticket
to follow up on that, we
You
saw
win the
that.
Life of a Showgirl dressing room sessions exclusive CD.
Your winning ticket is a ticket to the Addison Rae tour, except it's going to smell like shit in the pit.
Oh, yeah.
We saw after we recorded last week that she immediately went to go play the MSG show and the MSG sign said sold out. So can they just slap sold out on anything nowadays?
Yeah,
I guess.
basically.
So, but this is my thing.
It's like she like changed the LLC or like whatever, and it's
Right.
like it's actually called Bite Me Tour sold out.
now.
My thing is like, okay, is it technically sold out because that was good.
Thanks, guys.
Because all the seats had been bought at one point and then they were put back up for resale by vendors.
But I thought when we looked,
Or-
that wasn't resale.
Yeah,
it was
no.
all.
I
It
thought some
could
of
just
them
be
were
a certain
facer.
percent of tickets are.
well, then that doesn't mean sold
But
out.
that was like whole sections. I don't know. I knew a lot of people there.
If
I don't
that
know how
means
much
sold
they paid
out,
for
then
their
I could go
tickets.
headline MSG right
yeah,
now
bitch,
and
if
sell
there's
it out.
3 seats left, that's not sold out. You didn't sell out 3 of those seats.
Period.
And
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 you
you're
know what
wearing
was sold
the
out? Katy
ugliest
Perry
outfit.
Lifetime's tour MSG. Every seat in the bitch was taken.
I believe that.
Yeah, I believe it.
And so the Life of a Showgirl residency at Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah. Oh.
That would there would be riots in the street.
Yeah, it would be.
No, I just want to say I feel really validated by like one of the first things she said on like one of those radio shows last week was like, I would not tour anytime soon. I'm so exhausted. And it's like when
And I
she
tried it
announced
for,
the
like, a
album,
real era.
when she announced the album and everyone was like, oh my god, tour. It's like, do you guys really think she's doing that?
Yeah.
So I just feel really validated in being like
Being
with
really
my
torn,
parasocial
but,
relationship, being like, I know
Oh,
my
you
girl's
were right.
tired.
Yeah. And I also just think it's going to allow her, I think I said this before on a string we were in of text of like, why did I say that like that? Of like.
I was in a string of texts.
But I just think like with TTPD, she wasn't able to like expand the world of it because she was on the Eras tour.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
with this, like I just think obviously she's not on tour and it's incredibly different than TTPD. But like I just think we're gonna get like maybe 3 music videos and like just the more of the world of it is gonna open
Yeah,
up.
she did say
because
she's excited to shoot more music videos.
Right,
That's
because
the girl.
she's able to do that.
Yeah. And like she can do that on her own terms, right? Like she can promote and make music videos and release singles like at her own will while still like resting most of the time.
Yeah.
Like she can make a music video that could be a one and done thing. Then
she
could
could
go
make
back
a music
and
video in a year for something.
Yeah.
There's no timeline on that.
Yeah.
So and especially she can because we're gonna do whatever she wants. We're gonna watch the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing. Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that this whole album allows for more of creating a new era,
whole
technically.
world.
Because like I feel like TTPD was just like bogged down by its image.
It was just like a thing.
It was Emma Ayres' tour, and also like that just came out today in an interview. She was like, I was so depressed when I wrote it, but by the time it came out, I no longer was that person. So I also felt kind of uncomfortable like promoting it in a way because I was just like didn't relate to that person anymore, which is like great. And also like, you know, you're right though. She didn't get. It didn't get any chance to breathe, but maybe she also kind of just didn't really want it to.
Well,
like,
it's also like things can change so fast, and like
and
things can always evolve. And so honestly, by the time we're back next week, maybe things will be totally different. Who knows?
Maybe we will.
Maybe there will be another music video or something.
Maybe those AI videos will have meant something, and we're getting the Crowd Is Your King documentary soon. I just don't know why she wouldn't have announced it on Saturday when we were on standby.
Yeah, we're still pissed about that part.
Yeah, we're pissed.
Because I know that's happening.
Well,
I know it's happening.
Tune in next week when we discuss maybe more of
anything
the
else.
fallout.
Yeah.
Or like the like whatever else happens when she goes on Jimmy Fallon tonight.
Yeah.
But thank you for listening. Tell all the Swifties in your life to like and subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Music, on Spotify, on YouTube. Give us a good comment and a like.
Yep. Tell us your favorite track.
Yeah, comment your favorite track on everything we do. Because it can change. So it's like when we post something else, you guys can give us a new one. Know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. We'll chat with you next week.
All right.
Bye.
So bored of your dog. No one's fun anymore.